and 5, 4. How are we going to introduce this? We'll just do like we did last time.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody out there in television land and the internet? Michael Hurdle here from the Michael Hurdle Production Studio, helping you render your imagination when it comes to video production, 3D animation, and visual effects on a small or no budget at all. Guess who this guy is right here? My man,
Corey Ashley.
He came back.
My website, of course, is brooklynbaritone.com, where I do podcasts, tell you how to do good things in life, make the best out of your opportunity, all that wonderful stuff. This is what we do.
That's
we
what
like
we
talking to you guys, sharing what we got, growing, and want you to grow with us.
Now, the last time you came through as a special guest, people got a little upset at us because we two retired gamers, talking about still making people laugh. But one of them, Mr. Martin, he was like, y'all ain't do no review or nothing, and people was getting kind of tight. So I'm glad you phoned me the other night and said, yo, let's talk about this Street Fighter 5. And not even just Street Fighter 5, just the gaming world in general. I'm going to let you start because you're more passionate than me.
Well, all right. Because I basically want to do this. This is the analogy. Because, for people who know us from what we used to do back in the day, it's a game, go to grocery stores, laundromats, go battle people with Street Fighter. Grew up, got Street Fighter in our blood.
Yep.
We still play
Since
here.
I was in high school.
That's a long time. And that's before they had internet, online stuff. You had to get quarters and play with people, and we couldn't really do anything, like they do now because you get punched in the mouth. But, and I basically saw so much similarities with the Street Fighter gaming community that I see what's wrong with a lot of things in life right now. And I said, you know what? I could use Street Fighter 5 as an analogy of what's wrong with the mindset of people right now. And I was talking with Mike the other day, even just earlier today, and I said, we should do a segment about that. Because we already had gripes about how the game is and everything.
Long time.
How the industry is. But at the same time, when you look at just that close-knit community of Street Fighter 5 and how Capcom has rolled stuff out that's very undesirable, I could actually connect that with the real world, with how people react to politics, science, livelihood, all that stuff.
Just in the gaming world.
But I'm going to start off with Street Fighter 5. One of the three big things that I say we have problems with is...
I'm giddy.
There's frame skipping.
What do they call that? They call that
rollback lag.
Yeah, I hate
frame
that.
skipping, rollback lag, and then the spamming. And the type of gameplay basically is like if you have rollback lag and frame skipping, when you're in a competitive game like fighting, you're supposed to be as exact and precise as possible.
Every second counts.
There's no possible way that you can have a proper game and have a consistent game if you've been practicing your characters, you know the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents. Then when you throw a jab, it's supposed to be from a certain distance and it's supposed to connect, and it doesn't connect. Or if it does connect, and then the game just says, oh, you know what, we're not going to register that. Even though you saw it with your eyes and the energy went down for your opponent, but then one frame later,
it pops back up.
And it's like you're still in animation and your character, your opponent is reset now. Right. And then you're open now when you legit got the hit.
Has anybody addressed that in real life from Capcom?
If people do address it, only thing people usually say online is get good. That's all people say.
Do not tell me. That's like asking me, why don't you just park your car in your garage when you have a building? Because you're completely so disconnected that you think I have a garage.
These things frustrate, of course, with the game that we grew up with and everything. And we see that Capcom just put a whole bunch of crap out. And then the thing is, they try to candy coat it with, we got new colors, we got new players, we got new costumes. Back in the day, one thing people used to do was to counter pick.
When you used to be able to see who your other opponent was picking, basically.
Right. So, back in the day with 4-player or 2-player screens, everyone's on the same screen, and they say, oh, you going to pick Guile? Well, I'm going to pick Ryu. So they'll wait to see who you're going to pick, and that was annoying. So supposedly they did away with that.
It's disgusting.
With this, but apparently because I see with the algorithm, they counter pick for you.
My question is, what What is doing that? What type of algorithm is doing that?
It's some kind of algorithm. I'm pretty sure Capcom is probably explaining it or probably going to say that it's to improve the gaming experience for everybody. Which, so the whole thing with counter picking, of course, you aren't actively counter picking, but the AI is doing it for you now. So they flip the script on you. So I've been playing this game for a while.
Forever.
I have all types of experience with this character against this opponent. The moves that I know calculating to do certain things at certain times. Now all of a sudden it's not working. Again, like him, I didn't play in a very long time. I just played for a little bit to see how it was, and unfortunately, it's still the same crap. And when people like me and Mike were talking about all the issues about it, we get all the negative feedback. You guys got to get good. Stop complaining. Do this, do that. But then years and years later down the road, the same thing we were talking about. Other people started complaining about the same thing. They started realizing years ago we were saying the same thing because we peaked it. Mm-hmm. We didn't drink the Kool-Aid. And unfortunately there's a lot of people, because they're so happy to have a Street Fighter, and bathe all into it, They don't see the faults.
What happened to the good old days where we used to go to tournaments and we used to host tournaments and people used to fight, the Daigos, the Justin Wongs?
Well, they still have them.
The Lupe Fiasco. All of a sudden, I don't know.
Oh yeah. When they had Lupe Fiasco beat Daigo. Daigo's supposed to be a legend in the Street Fighter community. But see, that started with Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter 4 was the beginning, was like of me seeing this game got a bunch of ludicrous stuff.
And they want top dollar for it.
They want top dollar.
They want to download. They want you to download costumes, characters. You have to pay for a character. With all my fight money, I have still not bought one character with that fight money. Because it's so much fighting you have to do to even get one character.
You see apparent problems with it. But then when you point out those problems, people ridicule you for it. Mm-hmm. Here's one thing I noticed about the tournament scene was that I've seen championship games with Street Fighter, and I'll be very honest, I don't really see the difference of a top tier player in these tournaments where people walk away with thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. And then I look at an online game and I don't see a difference.
No.
Because usually if you see a tournament player with top tier people, I'm supposed to see a higher caliber of gameplay. Yep. And I don't see that.
That doesn't exist anymore.
That's the problem.
Completely eliminated.
It looks exactly the same. I feel like I'm looking at an online match, a regular local match. I don't see anything. Back in the day, it was totally different. So there's a whole lot of people out there that are just drinking the Kool-Aid.
And they don't mind. They don't mind drinking the Kool-Aid, and the game is destroying itself. It's been destroyed itself. But the thing about it is, like you said before, I'm just really concerned about the mentality of the herd.
That's
the herd gaming world. That's what I'm talking about. The gaming world is a herd.
Well, see, indeed, the mentality of the gaming world, especially as far as Street Fighter is concerned, is that it's a good reflection for me with how the world moves. Mm-hmm. Outside of Street Fighter, people who go to work every single day.
Yep.
People who are making, these policies, the politics, the ordinances, the laws that we live by. People who are out here checking out our foods, our goods, our clothes. Same mentality. People see things as wrong, but, you try to point it out, you're looked at as a boat rocker, a troublemaker.
Yeah, they don't want you to rock that.
What's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Like we could put this into so many contexts, like, Rent. Mm-hmm. I missed that dude. I haven't seen him in so long. He probably left the country.
The rent is too high guy.
Rent is too damn high guy.
I like that.
Because people, will tell you to get your own place, get your own place. But wait a second. Mm-hmm. Isn't everyone complaining? Isn't everyone under stress? Mm-hmm. Isn't everyone under pressure to pay this rent? Why do you want to bring more people in to suffer with you? Mm-hmm. And why are we accepting this trash?
I believe they like pain.
People like pain, and they want people to join in. Because if you say, I can't afford this, or you got to get your life together.
It's their food.
Or because honestly, I don't want to pay $2,500.
No, I do
because
not.
I could easily go to somewhere else in the country or the world.
Or you can get a mortgage.
That's that's more than a lot of mortgages for your place. Mm-hmm. Now I get it, that's not for everybody, but at the same time, if you're going to kick out all this money for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you might as well be putting it back in your own pocket.
Exactly, like an investment.
But
unlike Street Fighter.
And Street Fighter is a thief of time.
It is.
Talent.
And blood pressure raising.
Don't forget
about that part.
So the way we made the correlation of Street Fighter and the community how they just buy into all this stuff and Street Fighter's the best, it's the greatest. You guys don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of crap that's going on in this game.
They still sell that game.
I mean, it's Street Fighter cool. It's good for a casual game, and they change it up so much that anybody now can be an expert. Lupe Fiasco, he's not no Street Fighter legend, but he beat Daigo. And this is like a guy from The Incredibles. What's the Syndrome? Once everyone's super, nobody's super.
That's true, though.
That's exactly what Capcom did.
That's true. They made everybody super. They want to make people who just came into the game, instead of working hard like Blaze Blue back in the days, or Blaze Blue, where you had to actually do some strategy and work and stuff like that. Even King of the Fighters, Fatal Fury, all those games you had to have a strategy.
Capcom effectively took all the uniqueness. They dumbed it down.
That's exactly what it is.
Much like how I see in society, people are dumbed down. We have so much beautiful technology and opportunities resources, especially in this country here. But then people are so dumbed down, they don't take full advantage to see, how blessed they are, or at the same time,
100%.
Listen, this is crap right here. Why are we accepting this right now? So how I see the whole many things that I see in the Street Fighter, because, again, came up as a gamer. And then when I go out there in the world, with many different hats on and different experiences, there's a lot of people out there that are just they don't get it.
I met you because of Street Fighter, bro. Remember?
Yes, exactly.
For real. That's how long it goes. When you had a flat top.
That's back in the day.
He had a flat top. Yo.
Again, they ain't go for that cheesy playing because you're going to get snuffed. Dude's going to ostracise you for real.
You're going to get your butthole burned by a lighter while you're playing the game.
That too.
That was me, though. That was me.
We're going to talk about gaming stuff, but then we see how these things can reflect easily with social issues, because I talk about a lot of different social issues and how to correct it. And the thing is, it's like, listen, gotta stop drinking the Kool-Aid. You could be a part of it every once in a while if you enjoy it, but at the same time, it's like you got to see it for what it is.
Yep.
You got to see crap for what it is and call it crap, because there's sometimes you be in a bad situation, other people, and you happen to go into that situation with them, and you see everybody taking up doo-doo off the street and rubbing it all over themselves, and you like, what the hell are y'all doing? What do you mean? There's some good doo-doo. You're like, what? What are you guys doing? Because they're so used to crap.
Right.
They don't want to see anything past that. So when someone comes to kick some knowledge and some sense, they like, what are you talking about?
It's foreign to them.
If you're not going to use that doo-doo, give it to me.
Yep, it's foreign.
This is what people think like, And this the crazy part. It's frustrating when you see things that make sense and you try to tell people about it, and they're not trying to hear that. Unfortunately, either you have to remove yourself from the equation or just deal with it for the time that you're there, basically.
Yep.
So, if we play Street Fighter, it's once in a while and it's chill, because we need to be doing stuff like editing, doing other work, being productive in other manners, because Street Fighter will rob you of your time.
Years of time. I know it robbed me many years of time. I mean, once I stopped playing Street Fighter, I learned how to use Maya properly. I learned how to use Adobe Premiere better. Even Mocha. I never knew how to use Mocha, but I said I'm going to stop playing Street Fighter for 1 year, and I learned all them programs, and my whole production has changed.
Yes.
Just because of that.
Yes.
I'm like bugging out. I'm like, I'd be sitting with a big old gut if I was playing Street Fighter every day for hours.
With high blood pressure.
With high blood. You could die playing a game. Not even just Street Fighter, a game. If you let that blood pressure get to a specific
level. So, and a lot of things that, I said, I'm not going to play Street Fighter no more. Again, I got a little bit better in using Adobe Premiere. Got a lot better in editing.
Camera work.
Audio
work. Studios.
Studio work, getting my brand together.
Yeah, I like that shirt, man.
I like it too.
I'm going to bite your style.
You guys want to go buy some stuff, on my store, on my website, brooklynbaritone.com.
You got a store, bro.
I got a store. If I was playing Street Fighter,
you wouldn't have no store. You would be going to the store.
I'll be having a regular Old Navy hoodie on or something. I have someone else's name on, So flipping Street Fighter, I mean, I get it. Games is a good way to kill time, but at the same time, you got to utilize your time and your mind properly, man. Because you're sitting there cool. Unless you're a dude who happens to be on elite tournament level status, and you're getting sponsorship and money and getting good opportunities.
Does that still exist?
Yeah, people still do it.
Okay, all right. I'm surprised.
Of course, it's the big thing, but Street Fighter is big, but like League of Legends is super big.
Okay, I never played League of Legends.
And other multiplayer games and all that stuff. But if you're on that level, I get it. You know, and there's different ways to make money in the gaming scene. A lot of streamers and stuff going on.
Right.
A lot of reviewers, what we used to do, but it's, you know, blowing up more.
Right.
I get it. But if you're just going to be a casual gamer, invest your time in yourself more.
Yep, that's what we did.
Because we're still doing it, but we done, you know, came a long way once we said, I'm going to put down the control. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go pick up a book, audio book, go on a computer, make some production.
And it works.
We're
living proof. I mean, we still play the game. No, I don't want to sit here and act like video gaming is whack and we're better than video gaming. We spent most of our time, and you can go look at our old channel in the description. We have enough information collectively to give you some advice when it comes to doing those things. Because you know what? We're two retired gamers still talking about video games and telling you how to do it.
Yeah.
Or how to not do it.
See, that's basically it right there. What was it? Yeshua, Jesus says, be in the world, but not of it.
All right, yeah.
You're going to have to separate yourself from them. When you see it's taking away too much of your joy and time, hold on a second. I could have had a certification already.
Yep.
I could have put money down towards a house or something.
Yep.
You know, I could have went and got this career started.
We're getting older and mature.
That's
what we're doing. We're getting older and mature, and then we know what we want versus what we need.
Right. You know. So again, you know, from the gaming community, explode it into the rest of the world. Take time to observe yourself. Invest in yourself. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Use common sense. Research. Read. Do audiobooks. This man does a lot of audiobooks.
I do.
I did a lot of audiobooks too.
Good.
Believe me. It's one of the best things you could do. Not just don't listen to no fiction and novels. That's cool, but self-improvement stuff. How to speak. I don't listen to a whole lot of things from how to speak, leadership stuff, trying to do, you know, get better at my production. This man got a lot of stuff better for production too, stuff he read. So, you know, again, you know, you could dabble in stuff, but don't get yourself to the point where you're not productive and you're part of the stupid crowd that's following Street Fighter and you're oohed and awed with new costumes and stuff. Is that all that it takes to really impress you, man?
That was me before, too. I was that guy.
Yeah. Oh, I got this costume. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yep. So is what I said one time the other day to him, too. I said, listen, is someone going to big you up for beating someone with a perfect yesterday? Or is someone going to give you props for that video you dropped last week?
And it stays there forever and it keeps making revenue if you do it the right way.
If you do it the right way, you could make revenue. And he's putting himself out there, put his production out there. And at the same time, people are seeing it. Ain't nobody going to care about the perfect you got on this guy last week.
I cared about the perfect that was gotten on me.
Well,
I got very upset.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get no money from that. Ain't nobody gonna give you nobody. You're not gonna go to the corner store and the guy's like, hey Mike, I heard you got a perfect the other day. Here's a free sandwich.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, give me that free sandwich.
You know,
that's not gonna happen though.
That's not gonna happen. He's like, hey, oh wait a second, I saw your channel. Yo, you got some good stuff, man. My cousin, he does production too, and I told him to look at you and like, yo, keep him doing good work. That is better impact.
It makes a difference
in our lives and in your life too to do it like that. Yep. You know, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want to say.
If you like this video, If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. You know, that's how your prerogative. And then go hit the subscribe button with the notification bells so that you can be notified when I or us put up a video. And his information, Brooklyn Baritone, will be...
Oh, snap.
Was that my phone?
It was ringtone. That's how I
never heard that. That was probably Citizen app.
Probably.
Citizen app. Anyway, before we lose our ending, my name is Michael Hurdle from the Michael Hurdle Production Studio, helping you render your imagination when it comes to video production, 3D animation, and visual effects on a small or no budget at all.
And this guy right here is Corey Ashley from BrooklynBaritone.com.
That's right.
Giving you all the good stuff, the podcast, everything you need in life, and things that make you feel good for waking up every morning.
You need that in your life, son. And we'll talk to you guys one more time the next time we do a video, dog. Laters.